Mr. Vice President, I want to come to you and talk to you about inequality in schools and race. What responsibility do you think that Americans need to take to repair the legacy of slavery in our country?
We bring social workers into homes of parents to help them deal with how to raise their children. It's not that they don't want to help. They don't know quite what to do. Play the radio. Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night, the phone. Make sure the kids hear words.
And I have a simple proposition here. I'm here to ask you for your help. Where I come from, you don't get far unless you ask. My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you like what you see, help out. If not, vote for the other guy. Give me a look, though, okay? That's all.
Thank you. Thanks for your time. Please come back in less than 13 years, sir.
I'm looking at the clock down here.
All right, Chuck. Thank you very much.
All right. It's Chris, but anyway.
Chris. I just did Chris. No, I just did Chuck.
We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Wealthy kids, black kids, Asian kids. No, I really mean it. The public option will be available in my plan. We'll make sure it's not quality. We'll make sure it's only affordable.
This day, 30 years ago, Nelson Mandela walked out of prison and entered into discussions about apartheid. I had the great honor of meeting him. I had the great honor of being arrested with our UN ambassador on the streets of Soweto trying to get to see him on Robbins Island. We choose unity over division. We choose science over fiction. We choose truth over facts. And so, folks, if you're interested, join me. I could use the help.
The Me Too movement has forced a cultural reckoning around the issue of sexual violence and harassment against women in America. Are there specific actions that you would take early in your administration to address this problem?
Yes, and by the way, so we have to just change the culture, period, and keep punching at it and punching at it and punching at it. It will be a big, no, I really mean it. It's a gigantic issue.
Why in God's name couldn't we provide an $8,000 tax credit for everybody who has child care costs? It would put 720 million women back in the workforce. It would increase the GDP to sound like a
the President of the United States.
Grow the economy.
You call your kids in from the other room.
Well, I'm looking forward to appointing the first African-American woman to the United States Senate.
The idea we have to start rewarding work, not just wealth. I would eliminate the capital gains tax. I would raise the capital gains tax to the highest rate of 39.5%. I would double it. Because guess what?
If the other guy voted for well, I don't should get into that. I won't get going. Look, the iron workers, the steel workers,
Vice President Biden, I want to give you a chance to respond.
The fact is that the bills that the future president here, the president thinks, my friend from Vermont thinks that have more people supporting me in the black community that have announced for me because they know me. They know who I am. The only African-American woman that ever been elected to the United States Senate. A whole range of people.
No,
my point is
that's not true. The other one is here.
I said the first African-American elected.
There's a Dreamers program, but there's also a program that said we're not going to separate families. We're going to allow families to stay together while they go through the process. And we did that in 1976, and 2000. Backing up here. 2014.
I watched what happened when the kids from Parkland marched up to, and I met with them, and then they went off to up on the hill when I was vice president. They went off the hill to go into those neighborhoods. All those.
It is important that Iowa and Nevada have spoken, but look, we need to hear from Nevada and South Carolina and Super Tuesday states.
I've been here a number of times. Last time was, I think, all the way back in 2014. But I've been here before that. I love this place. Look, what's not to like about Vermont in terms of the beauty of it? And what 3,900 of them right here in the state of South Carolina. That has caused carnage on our streets. 150 million people have been killed since 2007 when Bernie voted to exempt the gun manufacturers from liability. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know the thing. Look, tomorrow's Super Tuesday, and I want to thank you all.
Super Tuesday, not Super Thursday. Oh, he said Super Thursday. You can't do these things. Can you imagine if I said Super Thursday? It would be over, right?
Because we cannot get reelected. We cannot win this reelection. Excuse me. We can only reelect Donald Trump if, in fact, we get engaged in this.
Why wasn't his apology enough, Mr. Vice President? Why attack Sanders?
Why? You're getting nervous, man. Just calm down. It's okay. Paul Ryan was correct when he did the tax code. What's the first thing he decided we had to go after? Social Security and Medicare. Now, we need to do something about Social Security and Medicare. That's the only way you can find room to pay for it.